The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one. Into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. But we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football. Because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That is a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd down, Eckler. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ballgame for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Pickett sets up play action.
He gets it complete to Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now he wants to get his team back in the game. A 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it's Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Herbert now. It's Williams on the catch. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Herbert throwing again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go now, let's go.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Eckler now between the tackles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On first down, it's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On the give, this is Eckler. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. Dances by him. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and through, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. A handoff, it's Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 7.
It's Eckler again. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Herbert on 1st down now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down Steelers. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Here's Johnson with a reception. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
So out come the Chargers.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.